Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. I got a bunch of DC updates for you today, but before I get into that, I just want to remind you that I have several more members to go so we can get to that random prize drawing, which is this cool limited edition Man of Steel Blu-ray 3D collector box right here. So once I get back to the 100 members point, we will start the random drawing for that. Also, congratulations once again to Will Diesel for winning that 15,000 subscriber. I already started. I was mailing out the gold Batman Funko Pop, and the T-shirt's going to come in separately. So be a lookout for that. Okay, let's get into the news. The first topic of the day is there's concept art of Alice from Batwoman. So this is coming from Batwoman Brazil. Artist Andy Poon shared on his Instagram some initial concept art of the character Alice from Batwoman. Singer Gwen Stefani was used as an inspiration for the character before Rachel Skarsten was cast in the role. So this is via the Instagram. So this are the concept art here for Alice. As you can see here, she does very much look like Gwen Stefani, but that was the inspiration for that character for Batwoman. So Batwoman's still shooting, and I'm ready to see more of it. Hopefully we'll get more of it really soon. Okay, next topic is another superhero series coming on CW, and that is Superman and Lois. There's some behind the scenes here shared by Elizabeth Tulloch today. Of course, we see Tyler Hoechlin as Clark here and the newspaper room. There's also a couple newspapers here. Superman saves family from burning building, and if you want to take a look, you can actually start reading some of this stuff they actually planted in here. Metropolis to host 35th annual orchestra gala, so that's probably gonna be a scene in there, and that's her cup. That's her press pass. So that's kind of awesome to see that they're going through the motions. Still haven't seen an actual high resolution of the Superman suit. What we've saw, that blurred image was far away, looked really cool, looked really good, but I'm ready to see some high resolution for that image. But there seems to be possibly potential issues coming from Superman and Lois, and this is actually a tweet from one of the writers for the show, Nadria Tucker. She said this: "Some personal news. Wednesday, I got word that my contract on Superman and Lois won't be extended. My service is no longer needed. My outline and draft subpar." Obviously, I disagree with that last bit. "This after months of me flagging Me Too jokes in dialogue, of me defending the Bechdel test, of me fighting to ensure that only black faces on screen aren't villains, of me pitching stories for female characters. There's one in the title of the series that went ignored. If I sound bitter, it's because this one stings. I've been assured by colleagues that I was great in the room, so I know I'm not nuts. I debated whether to post this, but my own mental well-being demands that I do. The only way this changes is to expose it." So obviously, she's not happy. She's off the show. Very curious about the story. I don't know if it will develop or not. Intrigued to see more about it. But it looks like whoever, the people in charge are not happy with her flagging certain things of the script. Now, that kind of happens in show business. Sometimes you never get your way, but so I'm really curious about this. Was she the start of it? Was these her ideas, or this is something she's trying to take out from an existing script or something like that? I think I'll have to research more and see how much more this develop or turn into news. But it did catch the attention of Ray Fisher, so he wants to talk to her, and he's probably going to look into it as well. So let's see what happens with this development. But this certainly is a potential issue coming out of Superman and Lois. All right, now the next series is coming out on Netflix, and that is The Sandman. The Sandman apparently will be scary. This is coming from Neil himself, assures fans that the Sandman on Netflix will be scary, among other things. It will be scary, but it will be lots of other things too, because the joy of Sandman is that it's a lot of different things in the soup, and you can taste all the flavors. And this is actually coming from a Yahoo Entertainment article right here, and I'll link that in the description below. But that's great. I mean, I wouldn't want Sandman, a story like Sandman, which is like supernatural, mystical, dream world, nightmares, to not be scary. In fact, if it's going to be on Netflix, that boundary is going to be blurred between mature and teenage, right? So I think it's going to be going for the more mature rating, and which would be great. I would love to see a scary Sandman. I would love to see him tackle scary things, right? I mean, that's what I really want to see, and I think that's what we're gonna get. So I'm really excited for the Sandman. I can't wait to see the beginnings of the Sandman and how potentially this could turn into probably one of the best things coming out of Netflix in terms of DC. So really want to take a look at that. I don't know if it's going to connect to Lucifer or Constantine, the CW ones. If not, that's okay. I think there's room in the multiverse world to expand and create your own Sandman universe with your own very own Lucifer and very own Constantine. I think there's definitely ways to do that. But if you enjoyed John Constantine, especially the one with Keanu Reeves, take a look up in the link up there for that editorial that I just did. All right. Now, let's go on to another series that this time is coming out on HBO Max, and that series is Peacemaker. Peacemaker series production start date has been revealed. The production, James Gunn's Peacemaker series will shoot January to June in Vancouver, and working title is The Scriptures. This is coming from The Ronin. The Ronin has been independently confirmed that James Gunn's upcoming 8-episode Peacemaker series for HBO Max will shoot in Vancouver under the working title The Scriptures. Filming will take place from January 18th until June 15th. In fact, James Gunn recently mentioned on Twitter that filming would be taking place in Canada. And right now, he has begun his 2-week quarantine in Canada for Peacemaker with his very own Xbox Series X. What? I didn't even know that came out. I'm going to have to get my hands on either Xbox Series or a PlayStation, debating. But definitely, he's under quarantine right now. They're going to start shooting next year, and then we're going to start seeing a little bit more of Peacemaker. So whoever is excited for that, definitely, I'll definitely update you on that as more updates come. Now, let's get on to some movie news now. There is a potential Batman news tease that is coming really soon. This is coming from super Batman fan, Batman on film, Bill Jet Raimi, except he, doesn't quite care for Batman v Superman. That's all right. It's okay. It's subjective. He said, stay tuned, right? And he had showed a cool picture, Bermejo picture right here, and it shows, Batman, but it does show Robin. It shows Scarecrow. It shows the Penguin, Killer Croc, Two-Face, and Joker. And he's like, what does this mean? What are you trying to tell us? What is this for? Is this for another series, Titans, Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman? Well, he kind of revealed today what it would be about. He says, when I tweet about #TheBatman, I always include this. The Batman is coming. #the Batman is coming. So I think he is, in a way teasing about the Batman. And when I look at this, are you trying to tease us that other characters will be revealed for Matt Reeves, the Batman, and including Scarecrow, Two-Face, Killer Croc, Joker, Robin is going to be in the Batman. It's already a pretty big cast in that, a cast of characters in that. But to have almost all the Rogues Gallery, including the sidekick in that movie, it's going to be a pretty epic tale. One that could possibly span 2 more movies into a trilogy of Matt Reeves' Batman. So if you are excited for the Batman, I think we're gonna get ready to get more excited for the Batman. If this is truly what he's trying to tease here, that could be really truly exciting for all you Batman fans out there. Now, speaking of the Batman, let's talk a little bit about his sidekick, Robin, but not in the Batman, in Batman v Superman and Justice League. Okay, so this is something which we probably kind of heard and know that, Robin got killed in that Snyderverse, and we know it's Dick Grayson and so on and so forth. But there are some details now revealed about Robin's and how he died that could be quite compelling. Joker burns Robin in the Snyderverse. Okay, so this is coming from Comic Book Now. Justice League. Did Zack Snyder just confirm how Joker brutally killed Robin? And it's really a Vero post that James had put out, and it was a tweet from Shay Lonsdale. He says that if Zack and David stick with the story of having Joker brutally beat Robin to death, then set his body on fire, then there's no doubt in my mind that it happened in Wayne Manor, and the fire is what left the house looking like that. Another thing to think about with this, if true, is that Joker probably knows Batman's true identity, but chooses to keep it a secret as he doesn't want his twisted back and forth relationship with Batsy to end. Would be interesting to see this, and Zack Snyder did like it. Not sure if he likes that idea, but it does make sense. Wayne Manor is, it caught on fire, and it's possible that Robin also caught on fire. Maybe he was brutally beaten and murdered in Wayne Manor at the same time, right? And this seems to be very much kind of like cemented with the costume designers, where Agent Brown says a bit of detail on Robin's gauntlet. He was brutally murdered and then set ablaze by the Joker. The story had to be told in the salvaged costume on display inside the Batcave. Aging and specialty distressing needs to tell these unscripted tales that support the main framework of the film. Here we had to create a Robin suit in a matter of days, using what we had and then figure out how to modify it, as well as building the support interior. Was a lot of fun. So it's kind of funny how we would go into this stage of trying to really create a history on just a small scene of the Robin suit, trying to create a really rich history and even how he died. And it seems like Zack Snyder had every intention for him to be brutally beaten and also set on fire, right? You didn't just crowbar. I mean, in the comics, it blew up and everything, so it makes sense to be in that. Of course, this is Dick Grayson, not Jason Todd in this Snyderverse. So I thought that was kind of really cool and interesting to know a little how sadistic this Jared Leto Joker is going to be, right? And he is sadistic. In fact, Daniel RPK, the scooper, had put on his Patreon revealing that Jared Leto's Joker is going to be more creepy and scary than what he was in the theatrical cut of the Suicide Squad. So be prepared for a much more creepy and scary version of Jared Leto's Joker in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm really intrigued by that. In fact, Dave the Film Junkie also revealed some pretty exclusive stuff in this video here, and I'm going to encourage you to check that out right after if you haven't already. But it could be speculation, or maybe he does know, but it seems like that is true. Joker really set Robin ablaze, and that Zack may be shooting scenes of Jared Leto's Joker to be used in the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad as well. I mean, can you imagine that? It's kind of like when Zack and David Ayer worked together and Zack shot scenes of Ezra Miller's Flash for the Suicide Squad, the theatrical version that came out. We saw that. So in a way, it's kind of going to be the same thing. They are going to kind of turn Jared Leto's Joker back to his original creepier, scarier version that we never really got to see. And I think that's kind of cool that if Zack Snyder is truly doing that he's helping out David Ayer by implementing some scenes for that. And so Dave Film Junkie is saying that it could be the scene where we actually see it happen. We actually see a Robin get killed and burnt in Wayne Manor in possibly a flashback, or for either maybe the Suicide Squad or Zack Snyder's Justice League. It could be both. And so I'm really intrigued by that. Dave also mentioned that Joker and Batman are not going to really get along in this Knightmare Future. And he did say that what Zack Snyder really shot additional photography is the Knightmare Future. So that's really exciting. In fact, just going along that a little bit further, Victor Koo had put this out today. He says, hashtag road to 2021, Zack Snyder's Justice League trip rule number 1, bring the slate. Rule number 2, make sure you do rule number 1, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, it looks like he's packed up to go somewhere. I originally thought that he had already finished shooting, and he's not going to say, but so this is either he's just trying to tell us what happened then or what's happening now. But what is interesting about all this is that this sparked some conversation within the group, within the chat, that Dave the Film Junkie actually revealed that probably one of the last things that needs to be shot is Ezra Miller, because Ezra Miller wasn't one of the actors to show up with the additional photography that happened in the last 2 weeks. So Ezra Miller, among some other actors, have to be shot remotely. And if that's the case, and it's going to be still the Knightmare Future, we could possibly be seeing some of this stuff in Zack Snyder's Justice League. A Knightmare Future Flash him in the Flash suit, maybe, and Cyborg and so on and so forth, but essentially more Knightmare Future. And that excites me to no end, because one of the best moments coming out of Batman v Superman was watching that nightmare vision and wondering by the end of the film, are we going to get to be able to see that future, more of that future? That was one of the best parts of the movie, and I really wanted to see that. And so I'm happily here to report to you that this is it. It's going to be essentially, it's going to be 5 years later when we will finally able to see more of that Knightmare Future and what takes place in that Knightmare Future. So I'm truly excited for this, and I wish Victor Koo the best if he truly is traveling, and I can't wait to see what happens in this mini-series, this epic mini-series that's coming out in 2021. So that is some awesome news to end of the week for you today. But so now we get into the point where I go over some Ping Pong Flix members' questions. I think there are more comments than questions this time. All right, here are some of the member questions and comments here. Lee Fusion Robinson. Yes, we so won. Chris, this goes down in movie history. I still have the hype. It's so crazy to think that all that has gone on, but end of it, buddy, I think we are going to get a masterpiece. 4 hours, pal, on repeat. Few breaks for bathroom and cooking. I so can't wait. We definitely need a Blu-ray only a few months away, Chris, if it's March. And this looks like a comment that he just recently watched my announced a video for Zack Snyder's Justice League. So thank you so much, Lee Fusion. Yeah, I can't wait as well. And I've got that energy almost every single day as well. It keeps me going through 2020, really. Hardboiled Entertainment. He had a comment from the live chat Q&A video. I was so sure I was going to be able to tune in this time. Man, new job is early mornings to early afternoon, and as such, the mental awake asleep clock has to be adjusted. Hasn't been protected yet. Sorry, I've been absent for so long. Here's to next week. No problem, Eric. Anytime. It's open. As you know, live chat is always open on Saturday night. Saturday night for me, maybe morning for some international people, but definitely that's the area where you can come on and we can chat online. He also has a question. Imagine Lawrence Fishburne's Perry White. So John Constantine, are you back? And Keanu's John Constantine, you asked me that before. I didn't have an answer, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm back, just like how you said in John Wick. That's a funny one, Eric. That is really hilarious. But that would be kind of cool to actually see Perry White meet up with Constantine. I don't know how that interaction would go, but it'll probably sound something like that. I love to see in a multiverse storyline Matt Ryan's Constantine and Keanu Reeves' Constantine interacting and fighting supernatural evil together. Me too. I mean, while Matt's certainly been used beyond the TV shows for the animated stuff, that's true, just using him for live action regardless of universe would become old hat quickly, and that's leaving aside audiences going, is this the CW Constantine? But use the multiverse to our advantage, have the two perfect Johns working alongside each other. I like that. That sounds really cool. That would definitely be one of those giant crossovers, maybe room for some type of crisis event where you not only have multiple heroes, Superman, Batman, we also got multiple Constantines, and I think that would be really nuts. But also exciting as well. Imagine the budget for that, and hopefully they can do that. But it'll probably be like a giant mini series of some type of crisis event, not just one movie. Eric, another one. Love the whole idea of the abandoned hospital being a go-to set for these films. It's certainly got a perfect dark vibe to it. Here's to it constantly serving as Arkham for the foreseeable future and beyond. Definitely. And I think there's a lot of different abandoned hospitals that definitely could use that. But it's great to know that they are going for that vibe, that Arkham Asylum vibe to begin with. And this is in regards to the Batman reveal, what was to be revealed to be the actual set for Ben Affleck's Batman in this video. So I'm really excited. I think I think that it's going to happen. Ben Affleck's Batman is probably going to happen, and if that does, I would totally hope they utilize those same ideas that they had before. Unless, as Ben Affleck's involved in it, he probably maybe got some new ideas for it, and that's fine as well. But Arkham Asylum, I would love to see that. Arib Hussein, dude, this is really great thing you've started. Your editorial videos are awesome. Keep it up, Chris. Oh, thank you so much, Arib. I truly appreciate it. It takes me all day, really, to do one editorial, and I really have fun doing it. And in a kind of way, I just want to push the idea of Keanu Reeves, John Constantine. I really enjoyed his take on it, even though it's not the exact take. It's a different take from Matt Ryan's, but it was a really good movie, and I hope he can continue on. Since he really seems to really want to come back, let him come back. It is the Keanu Reeves in any case. Lee Fusion Robinson, Superman is just as fast as the Flash, for God's sake. Haha, faster even. Ha, plus the other power. Superman always. Hey, Chris, check your Insta messages. Oh, okay, I will definitely check my Insta messages. Thank you for commenting on that. I'll check that out. Danny Gray, I see this video. I thought it has been nuts. Got so excited. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, there is rumored. It is true. And if you go on HBO Max, Keanu Reeves Constantine is on there, the original movie. But it does show that there's people excited, want to see that. And hopefully with more people exposed to the idea, they could be a calling for it, and I hope that really happens. One day I'm going to stay up and make one of these live streams. I'm from the UK, so I always miss it. No problem, Danny Gray. It's all right. I'll see you next time, perhaps. But I am reading your comment on air, so it's kind of cool, huh? Chris, when first episode of Zack Snyder's Justice League is out, all the usual guys, yourself, Dave, Meg, Garza, Ben, and Koberg, and his miss all together for a watch party. Plan a date and get it out there, and fingers crossed Zach will join. That would be epic watch party stream, and no doubt full of happy tears. That sounds great. I don't know. That sounds like something that we could probably do. And maybe, Dave Avery and Meg has done that before with the other movies, so maybe they'll do one for Zack Snyder's Justice League. We'll see it. And we made it. We made history. We did it. We did it. Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming out. It's really awesome. Bowl of Indomie, Ben will have the whole 2021 to shine as Batman. That's true. If it comes out next year, and I don't know if it takes long to actually film that and things like that, maybe just an announcement would be nice. But he would definitely be Batman for that year and the other years as well. So good for him, right? Will Biden's presidency increase Wonder Woman 84 numbers in China? I have no idea. That is actually, I don't know how that actually correlates with each other. But I don't think it matters too much in my opinion, but I'm not really the person to know if that has any correlation whatsoever. So thank you very much for putting it down within the videos. And like I said, if you are a member, which you can join down below, I will definitely read your comment and question on air every single daily video. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And like I said, if you absolutely love this daily dose of DC content and movies, shows, and video games, please click the like button, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, keep that hot dog light on. Get a Teespring t-shirt downstairs, and I'll see you next time.